So it's 7:01 now, and I'm calling the meeting of the Development Review Board for April 21st to order. I'm Maya Hasagawa, the chair. And this meeting is going to be a little bit different because while the application number 2021-31 is technically complete, after reviewing the information, sorry, I have a cat here. After reviewing the information that was presented, I don't feel, and after discussing it with Nora, who's the vice chair, and with Brian and Sue on staff and planning, we've determined that there's just not enough information to make a decision and to really, so it's not my intention to take testimony tonight. There's Margaret.
So this is information that we just got in our packet. I just got this afternoon.
Yeah, and one of the reasons why it was late was because I believe staff had some difficulty in trying to figure out some things, what they might let us know. Oh. So I'm going to move that I was just saying, Margaret, that it's felt that there's, while the application is technically complete, that it's not, doesn't have all the information we need.
So we're going to cover that information that we need tonight?
No, we're not. We're not taking any testimony. It's my intention to ask for a motion to continue this case 2021-31, the Vermont Inn request to June 16th, which will give the developers and the owners time to submit additional information. And I have a list of information that,
Thank you.
if I can find it. That I'd like included in the motion that be submitted. And just hang on for a second. I think my cat has moved my papers. Here it is.
Mine's asleep on a chair, so she knows better.
She just wanted to see everybody.
Of course. Well, my cat doesn't like Zoom. It gets pissed off when I'm on a Zoom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd like a motion that we continue this case 2021-31 to June 16th, which, as I said, will give everybody till May 21st to submit additional information. And the information that I have on I've compiled. And if any members of the board have anything else they want to add to the motion, you can feel free to do so. We need a new site plan, which includes how the sidewalks are going to provide access to the front door. That's section 311F 2 parentheses 2. The parking lot, including islands, as required in 23F. The landscape plan, which is sections 314 and 315, including a detailed plan for the outdoor common space. And that might include accessibility, size, what kind of amenities are going to be provided. The location of the electric vehicle charging stations, of which this project is required to have 3, if they maintain this number of parking spaces they're proposing. And the location of the bike rack and tenant bike storage. And also an explanation of why the number of parking spaces is double the requirement. Additional information for the lighting plan. And the number of ADA compliant units they're planning to build and the locations of them if they know them at this point. So my motion would include those items. If anybody has anything else they want to add, Gary.
Did you mention also the stormwater and snow storage too? It says TBD. Is that another addition?
Yeah, we could add that.
Okay. Does the, I was looking at the, well, I looked at the colored one and didn't sort of make any difference. It looks like it's the entrance is off of Putney Road. Does that mean that that's the exit as well?
We're not going to discuss details tonight, Catherine,
Well, that's
because
one of the things I would like to know, the safety of entering and exiting that property onto the main road.
okay. Okay, should I try this motion again and read the list, or does everybody have it? And will somebody make the motion, please? Let me count how many people we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, I'm appointing both Dan and Gary to sit on this case tonight because you make our 7. So, would somebody like to make the motion?
Did you want to just go down the list one more time for this clarification so everyone's on the same page and we are aware of the TBDs so that way we can make the final
Okay,
decision?
sure. The motion will be to continue case 2021-31 to June 16th with the submission date for information for May 21st. The additional information that will be required is a new site plan with showing the sidewalks with access to the front door. I'm not going to read the citations again, if that's okay. The parking lot with islands as required. A landscape plan, which includes a plan for the common outdoor space, including size, accessibilities, and what amenities will be provided. The location of the electric vehicle charging stations and how many there'll be. Right now, with the number of parking spaces proposed, it would be 3. Where the bike rack and tenant storage will be located. In addition, an explanation of why the number of parking spaces is double the number required. And additional information for the lighting plan, how the downcast or semi-downcast is going to work. The number of ADA compliant units and where they will be located. Testing of the stormwater and snow storage capacity. Just if it's not tested, just how it will be done. And a clearer idea, and I guess this goes with the site plan, of where the entrance and exit to the property will be located. Nora? Did I-
Yeah, the things that the fire chief identified in his memo.
That's right.
Oh,
They
geez.
should be discussed with the chief and plans either be made to implement those items on his memo.
Mhm.
Okay. Are we clear now? Everybody okay? Will somebody please make the motion? Mike,
Maya, in your lighting, can we include your downcast lighting? Can we include the color? Because it seemed as if in the write-up, Brian seemed to think that was acceptable, and right now they're up at over 5,000 K, and they're supposed to be down around 3,000.
okay, we can include that in the list.
Okay, thank you.
Your motion?
Motion.
Is there a second?
Second,
Okay, I'm going to call the roll so that we have everybody. Catherine,
yes, here.
Laura,
Yes.
Michael,
Yes?
Gary,
Aye.
John,
Yes.
Dan.
Here.
You were voting on the motion.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Okay. Margaret.
Yes.
The motion is passed 7-0, and the case will be continued. Oh, I have a note for Brent to please put in the chat your last name.
And could Chris also identify himself?
Do that on chat.
Chat would be great. And this is just for the purpose of the minutes. Thanks, Bren.
You're welcome.
Okay, so I will, the only other business we have is to discuss whether or not we'd like to do a site visit before June 16th.
Don't we have to pass the minutes?
We will.
All right.
People interested in trying to arrange a site visit?
Wouldn't it be appropriate to try to get their final setup, site plan, whatever, before we go on a site visit, so we can see what they're proposing?
Oh, usually we do a site visit before, but
Generally, we've done that before the,
before we,
yeah.
I don't know, Brian, what do you think? If we get the submission on the 21st, we'd have time before the 16th to do a site visit.
Yeah, you could come to the site visit with the revised site plan and then at the site plan, you could ask questions of the applicant or any engineer. And then whatever is relevant, you would describe back in the public hearing.
Okay. So if we could arrange a site visit sometime between May 21st or probably the 22nd and June 16th, would people be interested in doing that?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to get a ride, but yes, I would like to do it.
Yeah, same here. And I have surgery coming up June 11th, so I might not be able after June.
Got to make it early, Gary.
Okay.
Early in June.
I tried.
Can we do it on the first Wednesday? Our alternate date?
Well, the first Wednesday in, you talking about in June or? The first Wednesday in June is the 2nd.
June
Yeah.
2nd.
That'll be great. Yeah, because June 11th, I have a surgery for a torn rotor cuff. So that's going to put me out of commission for a bit.
Yeah, well,
I may have a toddler in tow, or I may not be able to come, but
that's fine.
okay.
Now, will you be able to, I guess, videotape it? Maybe we can see it as you go. I mean, I could watch you maybe on Zoom. You know, since we're into
We'll have to see
technology.
what technical people we have, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, even with my equipment, Gary, I don't think I can walk around with my cane and videotape at the same time.
No, absolutely not. Might be able
But
to
I
get
would
Chris-
be willing to loan my camera if somebody else wants to do it.
Like maybe Chris Mays, he might be down there. We can probably get Chris. He's usually out and about.
Well, usually we don't have press or the BCTV at a site visit.
No.
So, we can talk about that.
Yes.
Okay.
I'll talk about it with Brian and we'll get Catherine involved. And so, the only other piece of business is, to approve the minutes of the last meeting, which was, when was the last meeting?
Last month. I think it was the 17th.
17th, yeah.
17th of March, right?
I moved that we approved the minutes from last month, May 7th, March 17th.
March.
correction.
March 17th. Is there a second?
A
Second.
second.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the minutes of the March meeting. And just say aye, because it's
Aye.
Aye. So we're still gonna have a regular May meeting.
yes, we are.
Okay.
Plus an
We'll
hour
have a
early.
meeting in May, and the May meeting, we will try to do the training at 6. And we understand, Margaret, that you might have a child with you, or you might be listening and not visible. But I think Sue is going to do some conflict of interest training with us.
And that's the 19th?
That will be the May 19th meeting. Yes.
Okay, 6 o'clock. Okay.
So, is there any other business?
Maya, this is Sue. Can I interrupt for a moment?
Sure.
I'm sorry. Can I suggest that you take public comment since we didn't hold the public hearing and it is an open meeting?
Okay. Good idea. Is there anybody that would like to comment?
They all have their mics off. So if you would like to comment, if you could use the raise hand feature, which you should be able to find under reactions, and then I can open up your mic.
Or in the participant.
Or I might see it in a different place.
I see no hands. Oh, Sky Morris.
Yes. Hi there. Thank you all for welcoming us all into the meeting here. I would like to speak in support of the Covered Bridge Inn project.
Excuse me, Maya, do you need to swear him in? if he's going to give testimony.
Well, we're not really taking
We're
testimony.
not taking testimony.
Okay, never mind.
So,
So, yep, go.
just let me ask a technical question. So Sue,
Yes.
should we swear him in or not take testimony or take
No, I don't think you need to swear him in because this is not the development hearing, but I think that he can speak to it.
Okay. You heard that, right?
I did.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm with M&S Development here in Brattleboro, and we are actively engaged with Brent and Dustin in exploring this conversion. And we are discussing a possibility of M&S either partnering with or taking over the conversion. And so we have a vested interest in seeing this go through and are supporting the process and supporting Brent and Dustin in their work. So just wanted to put my face up here on the screen and lend my voice in support of the project, which I think is vital to our housing needs, helping to solve our housing needs here in town.
Okay. Thank you. Anybody else? So you developers that were here to present, you understand. You'll get something from Brian to let you know in case you weren't able to write down everything. And we'll see you on the 16th of June. Any other
Okay, thank you.
business? Brent,
No, I just said thank you.
is there any other business? Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move.
Catherine moves. Is there a second?
Second.
It's been seconded that we adjourn. And all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, I'll see everybody in May.
All right. Stay
Night.
safe, everyone.
Night.
See y'all.
Good night.